Okay, abusia yabemo bibia kwaba ereba number 1 political channel POG Media. So make sure say and so oba like no subscribe na fi so etuma share dwumadi no ama afofo so sa etumi aka abusia yensa etumi aka breaking news bi eno ana chese ohwe eje screen nchanya ya project de ato ho de ama no na me read you say Parliament formally declares Kpandai seat vacant, notifies Electoral Commission for rerun as ordered by Tamale High Court. Intiabusia and Amenoka say, Speaker of Parliament, Bagbin, formally will declare a Kpandai seat vacant. Abusia mi waste time, Krana Momianko, Nyankonkuti, and Seminamunchi. Monansa Nebekono, make sure you may like ya, like subscribe to the channel, nothing, so share you medino, Mafo from Sensa, into me, and Kebi, Medamasi.
Here on Ghana Tonight. But coming up next, Parliament declares a vacancy after the Tamale High Court announced the Kpandai parliamentary election and orders a rerun. Well, that's the development in the Kpandai constituency. A very, very interesting development indeed. We're going to get into it shortly. The clerk to Parliament has officially notified the Electoral Commission of a vacancy after the Tamale High Court ordered for a rerun of the Kpandai parliamentary elections. That's what's happening right now. We're going to show you a statement which we got a copy of earlier this evening. But before that, I'll tell you also about what is going to be happening in the constituency, because tonight we'll take you live to the constituency. Shortly, Stanley Nible, who is my colleague in the Kpandai constituency, has been spending quite some time there. In fact, he went there ahead of today in this development that we're getting this evening. But this is the statement that came through, and this is it. Occurrence of vacancy in the membership of Parliament. This is Parliament's notification to the Electoral Commission. It says, in exercise of the power conferred and the duty imposed on the clerk to Parliament by Article 1125 as amended of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, as amended, Ebenezer Ahuma Jetro, the clerk to Parliament, do hereby formally notify you of the occurrence of a vacancy in the membership of Parliament, occasioned by the order of the High Court, Tamale, for a rerun of the Kpandai parliamentary elections, giving on the 24th day of November 2025. This is it. Now, this notification is pursuant to the service of a court order on the clerk to Parliament as the fourth respondent in the suit numbered NRTLHC, that's the Northern Region Tamale High Court. Accordingly, notice is hereby given. That is the statement that came through from the Electoral Commission. In fact, this is would they notify the Parliament notifying the Electoral Commission of the vacancy in Parliament. But then again, bear in mind that there's already, as we do know, a motion of stay of execution on this particular ruling, and also there is a motion of certiorari filed at the Supreme Court, all targeting this particular ruling by the Tamale High Court. Now, it stands to reason exactly what Parliament also took into consideration in going on this path. Stanley Blue is my colleague, and he's live in the Kpandai constituency right now. Stanley, appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, right? And on the streets of Kpandai, it's quiet, but there's a lot happening in the minds of the people you've been speaking to. Is it not?
Yes, Alfred. The street of Kpandai has been very calm, serene. Those who are selling, when you look at behind me, those who are selling, those who are sleeping, those who are also commuting are commuting. And just this afternoon, through the media, the constituents became aware of the declaration of the Kpandai state as vacant in the legislature. And ever since the news came in, everybody took the news in their stride. Like, everything is normal. everybody was just going about their daily activities, just like that. And today, for instance, happens to be Kpandai Market Day. It's a very big market in Kpandai where a lot of people from within Kpandai and then beyond Kpandai come in to trade on these days. So when they came, they got wind of the information, but for them, they are okay. It's just that they came to trade, and so that is what their focus were. But then, I mean, behind this calmness of the people of Kpandai, there is also a simmering tension that is, I mean, among key or strong supporters of the key candidates. I mean, the two candidates, that is the NDC candidate, Daniel Insala Wafal, and then the NPP candidate as well, Martin Yindam. And this actually started right from the day the Tamale High Court actually came out with the verdict that, order that there should be a rerun within 30 days in the Kpandai district. And this has been the challenge of Kpandai. But then, today, something actually happened where some tribal chiefs of Kpandai, they came together. They were made up of the Kokomet, in Kpandai. The Kokomet tribe is the biggest tribe in Kpandai, and both the NDC candidate and the MPP candidate are all hailing from this Kokomba tribe. And then there are also minority tribes like the Basari, there is the Chokosi, there is the Chumbu, there is the Kotokole I've mentioned. They all came together to address the media, and their message was very clear. They don't want any rerun because they think that there is already a simmering tension, and if issues are not handled very well, it can degenerate into chaos. According to them, 33 years ago, there was a tribal conflict here in Kpandai, and they don't want such issues to occur again in the district. And so that has been their challenge with this rerun that the court has actually ordered for it to take place.
Right.
We can listen to that.
Perfect. Let's hear the chiefs that you referenced at that press conference earlier today. Take a look.
We, the chiefs, respectfully are calling on the president and all stakeholders to ensure that the will of the people of Kpandai constituency is duly respected regarding the 2024 parliamentary elections. We and our subject gathered here today are a mix of sympathizers of both NDC and MPP and would want to live in peace. And so we say, no rerun in our constituency. We do highly respect the ruling of the court, all right, but we are all of the strongest view that it will not bring peace if it is upheld. We will not tolerate any attempt to use violence to change or overturn the verdict of the people of Kpandai. We respectfully request Honorable Daniel Insala Wafal to hold his breath on the matter. If he wants Kpandai to remain peaceful, he should respect our opinion on the matter. We humbly request of him to prepare and come back in 2028 to contest and campaign in a peaceful atmosphere.
So that's one of the sub-chiefs there. Stanley, stay with me because I have Rashid Tanko Computer, who is the acting director of elections for and IT for the NDC, also the CEO of GEFEC, is joining us right now. So Tanko, thank you for joining us on Ghana Tonight.
Let me say good evening to you, Alfred, and your cherished viewers across the globe.
You heard one of the chiefs who addressed the press conference. He says, well, they want peace. He's appealing to your candidate to prepare and come back in 2028. They don't want any rerun. They said they are both sympathizers of NPP and NDC.
My brother.
Yes.
There was no single NDC person there.
How did you know?
This I know the place very well. It's an environment I know very well. All the people who saw it, I can address them one after the other. I know them. They are dying with NPP.
You know that they're NPP. How do you confirm this?
I know them very well.
Really?
You know, I know that I've been a director of election for Northern Region for more than 12 years.
Indeed.
And Kpandai was one of the constituencies I operated very well.
But these
Indeed, that constituency, I held primaries for that constituency since 2004.
Right.
So it's an area I know very well, and I know everybody there. I know all the remnants of political activists in that constituency.
The people who spoke are not executives of NPP. They are chiefs in the area.
Alfred.
Traditional chiefs in the area.
Alfred, this country is governed by rule of law. Yes, it's governed by rule of law. This matter went to court in January 2025, and it transversed up to November. Where were those chiefs? Didn't they know that the matter in court was going to be ruled, and definitely somebody was going to emerge winner in the court? Didn't they know that? And they didn't know the implication of the court action, the process that was going through. After we've gone past this, I mean, this.
Okay, abusinya teachers and some movie and your co a cocotine and a measure you made you like here. Obey like subscribe to the channel nothing so share you medino, Mafu from Sensa into me and Kebi. After Busamami and co, Nyanko Kuti, a phantom you know, and some echo so.
Primary school propaganda, they should stop it. We've gone past those kind of things. I
see. You call the appeal by the chiefs in the area primary school propaganda?
Oh, of course, Alfred, what do you expect? I mean, I said this country is governed by rule of law. Chieftaincy institution is recognized by our constitution. And it is the same constitution that recognizes our judiciary. And the judiciary is, in fact, the bulwark of our democracy. The judiciary is the ones that interpret the constitution. And therefore, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, the president is not even above the law of this country. The president, who is the #1 citizen of this country, is not above the law. So if the judiciary comes out with a decision, nobody. There are several ways you can decide, go against the decision of the judiciary by going for appeal. That is why that option was given to Nyindam.
Yes.
Nyindam has also gone to the former MP. He has gone to Supreme Court, asking for the Supreme Court to quash the decision. These are his liberty. These are all rights accruing to him. He doesn't hold on somebody to go and say, I'm organizing press conference and say they shouldn't be rerun. They should be rerun. They shouldn't be this. They don't have those powers.
You're
it's
already
unfortunate that.
I see. You're already referring to.
They have gone that path.
I see. You're already referring to Matthew Nyindam as a former MP.
I say Nyindam has been in the constituency for the past 4 days.
Doing what?
Mobilizing and organizing this kind of press conference. We had all this intelligence. He's been in the constituency, moving from one place to another, appealing to them and telling them that they should assist him to come back. He just wanted to be there. He's left with some 3 years to go. That's why he's been telling them.
But you see, this development in Parliament. Now let's shift from the constituency to Parliament. Today, Parliament wrote to the Electoral Commission notifying the issue of a vacancy in the House. Is this one that you expected that Parliament will do, taking into consideration the motion filed by Matthew Nyindam and his lawyers for a stay of execution, and also that motion of the application of certiorari at the Supreme Court, all against this particular ruling of the Tamale High Court? Were you expecting this development from Parliament?
Right. Me, I'm not surprised at all. I've been expecting this from Parliament. The day Speaker ruled that his days are numbered, he was going to end his stay in Parliament on 1st December. I knew the die was cast. All along, we all knew. Look, I've been telling you, NPP and their propaganda, they are not helping their supporters. That is the problem I have with them. They should let their supporters know that, look, we are going in for this by-election. We've lost it. we've lost the case. Instead of them telling them this is the truth, they won't tell them. They are still doing propaganda.
Well, they're of the view that to the extent that there's a pendency of an application, not just at the High Court, at the Supreme Court as well, and the Court of Appeal, for that matter, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. This application for certiorari and the motion for stay of execution as well. So to the extent that there's a pendency of these applications, they would have expected that Parliament to take that into consideration. That's one of the views expressed about this development of Parliament writing to the Electoral Commission today.
Alfred, notice of motion to move, and the notice that they filed, it was a notice that they filed at the Tamale High Court. And that one, they've given them 17th to come and move the motion for the stay of execution, 17th of this month. So as we speak now, there is no stay of execution. There's nothing like that. They are yet to move the motion on the 17th of December. It has not been moved. So as we speak now, there is no injunction whatsoever on the decision of the High Court. There's none. That appeal to, they are talking on their mouth. We've all seen that, what they have seen. After they've seen the ruling, they've abandoned that process and they've rather run to Supreme Court or statutory, expecting that the Supreme Court should quash the decision of the High Court.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to battle them out on the 16th on that one.
I see. But
the basis on which they are filed the case at the Supreme Court is completely baseless. It has no foundation.
I see. I want you to take a listen to...
I'm telling you, because they are saying that we filed the petition outside the 21 mandatory day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The notice, look, let me tell you, Alfred, that's one thing they are not telling their supporters. The Gazette of the parliamentary election results was done on 6th January. It was Monday, 6th January 2025. And we filed our petition on 25th January 2025. Calculate 6th January to 25th. How many days?
Okay, but then I want you to take a listen to the Member of Parliament for the Menchia South constituency, Nana Ejebafo, who he spoke to Joy FM earlier today. He's of the view that, look, I mean, this is a surprise. This is one that was least expected, and he gave reasons why. Take a listen.
I'm very surprised, extremely surprised, because of the Speaker's ruling last week. I'm so surprised because I'm aware that a motion for stay of execution has been filed and same has been served on the clerk to Parliament. I'm also aware that there's also a motion for certiorari, which was filed at the Supreme Court. Now, having filed all these processes, particularly the motion for stay of execution, which constitutes a stay of execution, pending the determination of the application, it looks like someone wants to beat all the legal processes. And, you know, it's very, very surprising. I don't know why the haste.
To the legal process. Quickly. Hello, Rashid Tango, can you hear us?
Hello, yes, Alfred. It's very clear. I'm saying that it was a notice that they have put in there.
Mm-hmm.
They put a notice of stay of execution. It's a motion that they intended to do. And the Registrar of High Court gave them 17th November to come and move the motion. That doesn't mean that it has arrested the reason. There is nothing. There's no injunction whatsoever on it. So the Speaker was right when he ruled that the man had up to 1st December to vacate. So after 1st December, he ceases to be an MP. Because as we speak now, there is no... Look, the fact that they've gone to the Supreme Court, if you go and file certiorari, does that mean that it's an injunction process? Does that injunct the process of the High Court? No. Until the Supreme Court rule otherwise. The decision of the High Court still this thing is still in force.
Okay. Well, we're keeping an eye on the constituency. It's a place to watch because there's already some activity politically.
I can assure you, we are ready. We are ready as a political party. NDC, we are ready.
Okay.
In fact, we are battle ready. As we speak now, I have our team.
But I don't know if you're aware that your opponents are already on the ground doing some engagements. Are you aware of this?
Yes, I'm aware. That's what I'm saying. The Nyindam had been in the constituency for the past 4 days, moving from community to community.
Okay.
Appealing to them for clemency and appealing to them to have sympathy vote. Should we go for the election? That's what he's been doing.
Well, we have a video of him.
People are here doing propaganda on TV, on radio, and all over the place. In fact, the Electoral Commission, by tomorrow, we are expecting that they should come out with a timetable. They should give it a date for the election. We are ready. We are battle ready. We are expecting that now that they've gotten the letter, they have 30 days to organize the election.
Okay, Rashid.
And so we are expecting that they come out and give it the date.
Thank you very much for joining us. He's the Acting Director of IT and Elections for the NDC, Rashid Tanko Computer, CEO of GIFEC there. And Stanley, quickly, you caught some activity by the NPP in the constituency, right? What exactly is happening?
All right, Abusianti just winning some course, our political hiring. So I just say, and the do I mean, say, Parliament House of Ghana formally declare a year Kpandai seat vacant electoral commissions non conduct a rerun election or constituency where busuya ye demonchimu eba at the babedum na busuya any updates be concerning this particular news eboba ye de beba at the babedum aha POG Media. Madam Asi.